What's going on, folks? Celebrity Health Expert Obi here. Wanted to talk to you about what is the most dangerous dietary fat to eat. Do you know what that is? It's artificial trans fats. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Okay? If you eat artificial trans fats at a high amount level, it does damage to your arteries. Damage. All right? This is literally going to increase your bad cholesterol levels, your LDL levels, all right? It's gonna decrease your HDL levels, your good cholesterol levels, all right? So it's gonna affect your cholesterol levels. It's gonna increase the risk of heart disease, increase the risk of stroke, increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. It is basically a heart attack waiting to happen. Where is trans fats? Where is it found? It's found mostly in fried foods. Fried foods and processed foods, but fried foods. So if you're eating fried foods, you gotta be mindful of that. It's not to say you can't eat fried foods, but you wanna consume it within moderation. There is no nutritional value to trans fats, all right? No nutritional value. It will damage your blood vessels, all right? It will clog them up, all right? So trans fats is something you really want to stay away. And that's kind of why when you get your blood work done and you see your cholesterol levels, majority of that is really due to diet. You know, of course, exercise plays a factor, but it's diet. And I've seen people who exercise all the time, and maybe their diet isn't perfect, but it's not on point. And maybe they eat fried foods more than the average person. They probably think, you know what, I exercise, do cardio, I do weight training, I'll be okay, I'll be able to mitigate. And they look at the cholesterol levels and it's high. You know what I mean? It's high. And most of the time it's really due to the diet. I would say 90% of the time it's due to the diet. So if you're looking at your diet, you really want to be mindful of the things that you eat. Processed foods and fried foods are the killer. That will kill your cholesterol levels, all right? That's what I would say. Saturated fats also is something you gotta be mindful as well too. Saturated fats is found in meats, it's found in margarine, it's found in snacks, all right? You can consume saturated fats, but you have to do that within moderation. Saturated fats won't hurt you as much as trans fats. Trans fats it's just a killer, okay? There's really no nutritional value to it whatsoever. Artificial trans fats. And it really is, it's one of these type of things that if you consume trans fats, a high amount of it for a long period of time, it's a silent killer over time, all right? Silent killer. It's almost gonna be affecting your heart slowly, the arteries, the blood vessels, all right? So just be mindful of that when you're eating. And then also understand that if you're consuming trans fats more than the average person, then obviously you're gonna hope that exercise is gonna be able to mitigate that. And I'm not telling people, hey, just don't eat anything, don't eat any trans fats whatsoever, because it's almost impossible to not consume a trans fat because all of us at some point in time consumes processed foods. And some of us consume fried foods here once in a while. So it's just making sure that if you are doing that, even 20, 30% of the time, at least you have exercise to fall back to burn some of that. But regardless, even if you exercise regularly, if you're consuming a high amount of trans fats, it will affect your cholesterol levels. It doesn't matter how much exercise you do. Because I've seen people's blood work who are exercise warriors, but their diet is so horrible and they consume so much trans fats and fried foods and processed foods that even with all the exercise that they do, it still affects their cholesterol levels and they're still at a higher risk of heart disease. So be mindful of that. I hope that helps everybody. Be mindful of trans fats, the most dangerous dietary fat in the world, all right? If you like this, click on the link. Click on the link at the description. I have my programs, my weight loss programs, my fat loss programs. Anybody who wants to get in shape, body sculpting programs, click on the link on the description and like and subscribe this video if you like this video and if you felt that it helped you out. I'm here to help you get healthy and well. all right? Educate you in the best way possible. Take care, folks. All right.